Fairy tales. The term fairy tale, if taken literally, should refer only to stories about fairies, a class of supernatural and sometimes malevolent beings, often believed to be of diminutive size, who were thought by people in medieval and post-medieval Europe to inhabit a kingdom of their own. A literary expression of this belief can be found in William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. The term fairy tale, however, is normally used to refer to a much wider class of narrative, namely stories, directed above all at an audience of children, about an individual, almost always young, who confronts strange or magical events. Examples are Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The modern concept of the fairy tale seems not to be found earlier than the 18th century in Europe, but the narratives themselves have earlier analogues much farther afield, notably in the Indian Katha-saritsagara, the Ocean of Story, and in the 1001 Nights. Like myths, fairy tales present extraordinary beings and events. Unlike myths, but like fables, fairy tales tend to be placed in a setting that is geographically and temporally vague and might begin with the words, "Once upon a time there was a handsome prince." A myth about a prince, by contrast, would be likely to name him and to specify his lineage, since such details might be of collective importance, for example with reference to issues of property inheritance or the relative status of different families, to the social group among which the myth was told.